Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to do a reading. We're going to see what the general reading message is today. Keep in mind, it could be past, present, future. You will know best who is who and where it fits in your story on your timeline, okay? So let's get into it, guys. What is the message today for you? What's going on in the collective today? Now, if you'd like a personal reading where you can ask personal questions, okay, in regards to your life, your situation, that is down in the description box on my website. You can book that. And if you'd like zodiac readings, okay, those are on my Patreon. You can also join me over there if you'd like. So let's see, guys, what's happening today? What is happening today in the collective? Let's see. The Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, Chariot at the bottom of the deck. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. Or you are a Cancer, okay? So somebody here is holding on to something, wanting to hold on to something that makes them feel stable, secure, safe, okay? But we do have someone that is sad. Five of Cups, sadness and grief. A Queen of Cups in reverse could be someone that is emotional, over emotional, could be someone that struggles with balancing their emotions. Could also be someone that's emotionally manipulative, okay? Let's see, why is the Four of Pentacles here for you guys today? The Six of Wands. The Magician, the Seven of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so a lot of wands, a lot of energy here. This is somebody that wants to win. Okay, they want to win. And they want to win something by holding on to something. So their idea of winning is, I want to keep this. I want to hold on to this. This is mine. They're trying to manifest this in by putting up a blockage or by stopping you, blocking you, putting up a fight in some sort of way. And this has something to do with a home, a property, a community, a union, something that is being built, okay? What's the Five of Cups? The Hermit. The Three of Wands, again, is somebody planning something here. So basically, somebody feels some sort of way about wanting to hold on to something, and now they're planning and they're about to take action, or they want to take action. Page of Wands reverse, because they're getting bad news. Okay, so bad news, right? Who's the Queen of Cups reverse? Knight of Swords in reverse. This is somebody that has been manipulative. They've been lying. They've been using their words to manipulate, okay? Or lie about something here. Ten of Wands. And somebody here is about to put all of their strength, effort, their last bit of force into something here. That is a lot of energy. That is a lot of force. The Sun, yeah. Like somebody, I mean, the Six of Wands is just about being the victor, feeling victorious, feeling appreciated, but this whole board gives me the Five of Swords. I want to win at all costs. I want to hold on to something at all costs. I want to win. I'm willing to put in all of my strength, force, energy into becoming the victor in this situation. So yeah, more wands. So this is about taking action. Like somebody wants to do something. What do they want to hold on to here? Four of Pentacles. A great fortune in reverse. So they want to hold on to a great fortune that they don't have, that doesn't belong to them. Sudden wealth. Yeah. They want money. They want wealth. But great fortune reverse, like I feel like it doesn't belong to them, but they want it. I want to have it. I want to be the victor. What's the Six of Wands? Pathway in reverse. Yeah, this is not their path. Like somebody here wants victory on a path that's not even their path. It really feels like this is not even yours to claim. It's like somebody wants to take their flag and they're like, I'm gonna stick it in. It's like sticking it in the moon. This is my moon now. This is my moon. I claimed it with my flag, okay? All right, so what are they doing here? Victory. This has to do with someone, a Queen of Swords, taking a risk, or this has to do with a Queen of Swords having a new beginning. A Queen of Swords with family. So this has to do with family. So it could be like family wealth or family fortune, family inheritance. Okay. A wealthy man. So we have a wealthy man here that wants victory. Okay. Or this has to do something with a wealthy man. Or somebody wants to be the wealthy man, but this is not their money. It's not their fortune, but they want to hold on to it anyways. Okay. Yeah. What's the Seven of Wands? Poverty in reverse. Whatever this is, somebody sees this as their way of getting out of poverty, okay? I want the money. It's mine. I claim it. Six of Cups. Yeah, this has to do with something that they've done in the past. Nine of Wands. They just don't like, they don't want to give up. This is someone who's very, 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 very determined to get what they want. It's like, I'm not going to stop. I'm never going to stop. I want this. I've been trying to get this for so long. There's nothing you can do to get me to stop trying to get this money. Okay. I'm going to do everything because I need this to come out of debt, or I need this to come out of poverty, and I want this money. Like, okay, man, we got the message. Again, with the wands at the bottom. Like, dang, I got the message. Okay, really. Very determined, someone here. Yeah, the Chariot. Now it makes sense. Very, very determined. Very determined. So why is someone sad now? Five of Cups. Because they can't hold on to it. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Because it's not yours, okay? You're not going to get to keep it, hold on to it. 444. So, the fourth house of family root stability. So this could have something to do with family, right? What's the Five of Cups? Somebody is sad about the truth coming out, people gaining clarity, or something is protected. This card says force, honor, protection, and power. So somebody could be sad right now about something being protected, okay? They can't take something, they can't have it. A main female in reverse. A main female in reverse is sad that they can't have something. High honor imprisonment. Imprisonment and high honor. Somebody could get locked up. Somebody is sad that they're not protected, and they could get locked up for this with the authorities. Who's this? Who's this? Four of Swords. Who's the person that's sad? This has to do with taking some sort of action here with an offer, or with younger energy, or with a message, or with an apology. This has to do with an Emperor. This has to do with an Emperor and someone being extremely, extremely determined. So the Emperor is very, very determined. Tell me more about this. Someone being sad. Justice. About the law. King of Wands. This has to do with a house. So what is this, like a house, a property, some sort of an asset here, an inheritance. Somebody is sad that someone else is receiving a house, or that somebody's being generous to someone when it comes to a house. What does that mean? This has to do with communication. High Priestess. This has to do with some sort of communication from a King of Cups, or something that a King of Cups said. Something that a King of Cups communicated. What did the King of Cups communicate? About a gift. Something that the King of Cups communicated about a gift. Someone receiving a gift. And something not working. A plan not working, something not working out, somebody not working, not putting in the effort when it comes to a gift. The hell is this? What is that? A self-absorbed narcissist in a one-sided relationship. This has to do with somebody with a King of Cups communicating something about a gift from a narcissist, or a gift to a, or a narcissist wanting a gift, or something like that. I don't know. Clock. This has to do with something that happened a long time ago, or this has to do with the timeline. This has to do with the timeline, or something needing time, taking time, or something somebody did for a long time, or manipulating the timeline. Help me understand this better. I don't really know what this is. I mean, this says text, calls, emails on here. Text, calls, emails, something from the past, learning from the past when it comes to text, calls, emails. Okay, so what's going on here? Eight of Swords. It's about trying to get someone imprisoned. Trying to get someone imprisoned. A King of Pentacles. This has to do with the person that's trying to block you and stop you from having this property and this home, or this inheritance, this wealth. Trying to cause a stalemate, or trying to stop people from seeing the truth about something, or trying to cause confusion in order to block this property, this home, okay? Yeah, because they've been invested into this for a very, very long time. Okay, so whatever this is, it has to do with this person that wants the great fortune. They want the house, they want the property, and they've been working towards getting this house, getting this great fortune from someone, stealing it from someone, even though it doesn't belong to them. And something about this self-absorbed narcissist, something about this King of Cups and what they communicated about a gift has to do with them trying to hold on to this house, this property. Okay. So why is imprisonment here with high honor? It's like Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody being sad about facing imprisonment with the law because they did something impulsive and angry. Nine of Wands, because they don't want to stop. This has to do with a message. What the hell? A message. A message. An online message? Maybe an online message. World Wide Web. Online messages about somebody not wanting to give up, somebody not wanting to stop doing something because they're angry. Angry about what? Angry about what? What is this about? A community. This has to do with online messages, somebody feeling like they need to protect themselves from a community that won't stop attacking them, or somebody in the community, or someone attacking the community, or a journey. This has to do with a community of people. This has to do with a community of people trying to attack you. I don't know, maybe it's about going on vacation. I don't know, journey, taking a journey, going on vacation, leaving, online messages about somebody leaving, going on a journey. Because you feel like you need to protect yourself from a community of people that are trying to attack you. Okay. Coffin, endings bring new beginnings. Coffin. The snake. Enemy, clever, malicious, competition. The snake. This has to do with a snake. Someone around you that's malicious, an enemy. This could be someone in your community. This person could have taken some sort of impulsive action. Why do I feel like, okay, I'm telling you what it feels like. It feels like you were supposed to leave, or you're going on vacation, or you left to go and travel somewhere, journey. And because you felt like some sort of a message about going on vacation or traveling the world, and a group of people, the snake trying to take you out, the coffin, maybe they try to take you out, do something impulsively because they didn't want to stop doing something. So maybe they knew that you were leaving to go on vacation or go out of town, and they did something impulsively because they felt like they had to do it before you left. Like before you leave, before you travel, before you go somewhere else, they have to strike right now. We have to strike right now before they go on vacation, before they leave, before they travel. Is that what this is? Death, yo. So King of Wands, I feel like honestly somebody here plotted your death, they plotted your murder, they plotted to get rid of you, and they felt like they had to do it very quickly because of a time crunch. It feels like they were panicking about time, or time running out, or not having enough time. And because you were traveling, or they got a message that you would be traveling, or you would be going out of town, and they felt like they have to do something impulsively, like right now before you leave. They have to plan your murder now. They have to do something impulsively, quickly, right now. Five of Wands, and this has to do with a fight or an argument or a conflict. Because this person needs this money. They want the money. They need the money. This is the person that's not wealthy, the person that doesn't have the great fortune, the person that doesn't have the inheritance, and they want it. They want the life of luxury. They want the money. They want the fortune. They want it for themselves. They want it all for themselves. They want to swap with someone. They want to swap with you. And it feels like they feel like they're running out of time. They feel like they're running out of time, like something has to happen right now, or something had to happen right in the moment because somebody was traveling, and they feel like they're running out of time. Okay? So what does that have to do with this King of Swords? Not King of Swords, King of Cups, communicating something here. Yeah, that you survived a betrayal, the plan. So a King of Cups communicated something here about you surviving. You survived their plan. You survived their plot. You survived their strategy. You survived. So the King of Cups communicated something about you surviving what they tried to do to you. The Two of Cups, this has to do with a relationship. And somebody's spying, Page of Swords in reverse. Or this is someone that is manipulating something about being in a relationship with you, or they're lying about being in a relationship, or this is someone that's spying on you and your relationship. Knight of Cups. What is this manipulation? Page of Swords in reverse. A new phase in a relationship evolving to the next phase. Yeah, a new phase, somebody rekindling a relationship, transforming something, changing their mind. So this is someone that was spying on you and your relationship, or spying on something here, or they manipulated something about a new phase in a relationship, or two people having a new phase or rekindling something in a relationship because you survived their plot. Is this manipulation or is this spying? Not today. Avoiding a conversation, call person. Girl talk. It's something about the phone. It's something on a phone. Girl talk, not today. These are two pictures with people holding a phone in it, talking on the phone. Talking to a friend on the phone, girl talk. Not today. Avoiding a conversation, call person, being angry, talking to a friend. Sudden change, shocking news. So there was some sort of sudden change, some sort of upheaval with something on the phone, or somebody talking on the phone, a sudden change. So they were spying on the phone. See, I can't really tell what the Page of Swords in reverse is yet, okay? Because it could be two things. Either they're spying, this King of Cups or someone here is spying on your relationship, and they watched you have a new phase with someone. They watched you rekindle a relationship with someone, that somebody is coming towards you in a loving way, or there's a romantic gesture here because a relationship is evolving to the next phase. And this meant that you survived a betrayal, or they couldn't betray you, or some sort of you survived something, I don't know. Or this King of Cups communicated something on a phone, and it was a sudden change, like a change in the energy, like a change in the in the communication, where a King of Cups communicated something about a relationship evolving to the next phase, or not wanting to deal with someone anymore, avoiding a conversation with someone. And it was because you survived their plot and their death plot. You survived their murder plot. So they had to change something in the energy with the messages. I mean, it could be both. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Help me understand this a bit better. Yeah, their plan didn't work. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They couldn't complete their plan. So something changed suddenly, and they couldn't finish their plan. They couldn't complete the plan. It didn't work with this fight, or some sort of a fight or an argument. They couldn't complete the plan. Why couldn't they complete the plan? Don't tell me because you went on vacation. They couldn't complete their plan of putting you in bad health. Okay? Right. They couldn't complete their murder plan. And blaming it on a relationship. So, you know what this is giving me? Them trying to stage your death or your murder as a sui, you know what I mean? Okay? I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. I'm going to try and say that, oh, you murdered yourself because of a relationship. That's how they were going to try and frame your murder. But then they were spying and saw that something changed in your relationship, or that you're not fighting with someone in a relationship. And then they couldn't blame your murder on that. That's something it's like them trying to find an alibi for your murder, official person. Yeah. So it's basically, you know what it's basically giving me? A bunch of people here, a group of people, a community working together, trying to steal an inheritance, trying to steal a fortune, trying to steal money that doesn't belong to them in some sort of way, okay? Them constantly planning your murder and trying to constantly come up with new alibis of why you're dead. Okay, trying to frame your murder as you did it to yourself, you unalived yourself, and trying to find an alibi for this, for your murder, over and over and over and over again. And it keeps failing over and over and over again. You keep surviving over and over and over again. And then they're back at square one, trying to figure out how they're going to get themselves out of the whole setup, everything that they set up to this day, and then all of a sudden you survived. Sudden change. Oh shit, we already set up everything to make it look like you did it to yourself, but you survived. Oh fuck, what are we going to do now? How are we going to talk ourselves out of this one now? Official person. Okay, so yeah. And then what? And this has to do with a message and a Queen of Swords. This has to do with a message of a Queen of Swords? What do you mean? What's in the message? Seven of Pentacles. It's because they've been putting a lot of time and effort into. Why do I feel like this is giving me previous readings of them pretending to be you, catfishing you, stealing your identity, setting up messages that look like you are talking about unaliving yourself. Okay? They're trying to make it look like you did it to yourself. All of a sudden you survive though, you're alive and well, and you have no intention whatsoever of doing anything to yourself. You are not depressed. You are not suicidal. You're not thinking about doing anything to yourself. You are happy in your life. These are not your messages. You are not writing the shits. It's not you behind these messages. But they've already spent so much time pretending to be you. Writing this whole setup about a breakup and you wanting to do something to yourself. Whole time it's not even you. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, you're alive and well, thriving. Not depressed at all, not suicidal. Nothing is wrong with you, right? And then what? Now they look stupid or what? Strength in reverse. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles. Has to do with giving something to someone, receiving something from someone. A King of Wands. It's all about this King of Wands or someone here wanting this freaking money. Wanting money, wanting this inheritance, wanting this money, whatever the fuck it is. What's the Six of Pentacles? I cannot make it up. I can't. I just said it too. Mature man. It's all about this mature man wanting this money, wanting an inheritance, wanting a property, wanting a house, wanting this, wanting that. That's what it is. Okay? Mature woman. Yeah. A house. What did I just say? A house. Okay? Or this has something to do with a mature woman and a mature man trying to give you something at the house. Like, I don't know. Maybe you were supposed to leave and travel or something like that. Or you were supposed to, go out of town. And then a mature couple, tries, bringing you some home-cooked meal by. And you're like, what the fuck is that? I'm not eating that. What is that? Could be that as well. I don't know. What's this? I like you. Someone likes you. Yes, pretending to like you. So a mature couple pretending to like you, want to give you something, right? Rebuilding, repetitively, persistently working on it. Or they're knocking at the door, okay? A mature couple could have tried to knock at your door like 3 times before you had to leave, and you just ignored the doorbell. Every single time you're like, go away, I'm not answering the doorbell just so that you can stab me in the back. Fuck that. Okay, fuck that. Heartbroken because they wanted to say that because this is the plot. This is the plot. The plot is, and this is what they've been working on and working towards for a very, very, very long time, is you murdering yourself because you're so heartbroken and sad and depressed. You unaliving yourself because you're so depressed. And the whole time it's a bunch of people trying to give you something, most likely food or drinks or shit, laced with drugs to make it look like you did it to yourself, right? It's the same thing over and over and over again. And newsflash, collective is not suicidal. Collective is not depressed. Collective is not thinking about doing anything to themselves, not now, not in the past. If collective ends up dead, it was murder. Murder, okay? Murder, and not suicide. Yeah, to make that one very, very, very clear, okay? Because these days you have to say it, you have to come out and say it, right? My death was not an accident. My death was not suicide. If I end up dead, it was murder. I was murdered, okay? Right, by a bunch of people that are trying to silence you for money, okay, apparently. So, yeah, so tell me more about this sadness about imprisonment. Somebody being sad about going to prison. Why is somebody sad about going to prison? A main female in reverse is sad about someone going to prison, or maybe somebody's about to end up in prison, or what? Why is someone sad about going to prison? Because they took a risk here. Because of a strategy that they had. This was a strategy. Yeah, it was a strategy. And the thing is, like, look, why do I feel like it's the messages about suicide? Because if those really exist in someone's case, that proves without a shadow of a doubt that these people were planning your murder. Because you are not talking about wanting to end your life. You're not. Because you're not thinking about that. You don't want to. It's not you. You have no intention of that. You are not depressed. And if those messages exist, it's basically black on white on paper that they were planning your murder. Seven of Wands, Four of Swords, and now somebody is pleading the fifth. Oh, I have the right to remain silent. Seven of Wands. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to tell you a single thing. I don't have to speak up. I plead the fifth. That's what that is right there. Who's trying to plead the fifth, huh? Knight of Cups, a water sign is. Oh, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Something about an offer, giving someone an offer, giving something to someone. What, giving someone some laced food or what? I cannot make it up. I just said it too. Six of Pentacles. Now someone is trying to plead the fifth. Oh, I no, there was nothing in that food. There was nothing in that cake. No, I was just being nice. I was just being nice when I gave them that laced food, that laced home-cooked meal, right? I was just being nice. I plead the fifth. Bad health? So let me guess. The messages, the text messages, or whatever this shit is that they tried to fabricate, lines up perfectly with these people trying to bring you some fucking food. Does it line up? Does it line up? I bet it does. I bet it does too. Three of Swords, and that's why they're heartbroken. It's like, well, how interesting. How interesting. On the same exact day, look at this. They tried to overdose you with drugs in the past, 100%. Whatever the fuck was in that food, it was probably a heart attack in a fucking cake. That's what it was, right? A heart attack in a cake, drugs in a cake. Drugs, something to injure your heart. Get your heart to stop beating. Somebody was trying to harm you using drugs in the past. 100%. I'm pretty sure. And you can probably line it up at this point. It's like whoever is going to look at these text messages and the date and the time they were sent by a catfish, someone pretending to be you, okay, might line up exactly with the day that someone tried to bring you some fucking laced food. How interesting, right? What a coincidence. What a weird coincidence. Is that what's happening here, huh? The Queen of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune 5, it's all about them trying to come out of poverty. It always comes back to this. These people wanting to come out of poverty, these people wanting to come out of debt, these people wanting to come out of a hard financial time by stealing a great fortune. That's what all of this is about. They wanted your fortune. They wanted the great fortune. They did it to come out of debt. 5 of Wands reverse. There's no conflict here. There's no fighting. Whatever this is about, there's no fighting. I feel like Spirit wants to make it very, very clear. The reason that these messages exist is not because there was a fight, not because there was an argument, not because someone was suicidal or there was a heartbreaking breakup, none of that. That's not why these messages were written. That wasn't going on. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is that these messages were a setup to a murder. Okay? There's no fight. There was no fight. There's nothing to explain about a fight or a breakup or none of that because it's imaginary. These people made that shit up. It's imaginary. That scenario never happened. The way that they're writing it down, the way that that's in the text message, it didn't happen that way. Those messages are an alibi to a murder. That's what this is. It keeps coming back to this. It's all about the money. That's what this is about. Ace of Wands and the action that they took. How can we get this money? How can we get this fortune? How can we steal this inheritance? What do we need to write on this catfish, fake profile, whatever this is, fake text messages, fabricated messages, to make it look a certain way so that I can steal this fortune? Okay? It's a setup, the tower. Yeah, that's what it is. These messages are not real. They're not hacked. They're fabricated. These are not hacked messages, okay? These are made up, fake, fabricated messages that these people wrote themselves as an alibi. That's what this is, okay? Whatever these messages are. Yeah, it's about their plan. This is all just part of this plan to steal the money, to steal the inheritance and the house. Whatever is in these messages is not real. These are not hacked messages, okay? No, it's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's a greedy Queen of Pentacles in reverse who wasn't going to get some sort of money, wasn't going to get some sort of an inheritance, wasn't going to get some sort of great fortune, somebody that was stressed out and worried here. Who's this Queen of Pentacles reverse? Someone in the community. So somebody that was involved in the murder plot, okay? With a main male in reverse. So Queen of Pentacles in reverse, main male in reverse, community here. All these people working together because they felt like they weren't going to get the money now. They weren't going to get the inheritance now. They weren't going to get the fortune now. So these messages were most likely created by them. They're not hacked messages. I don't know what someone is looking at. They're not hacked. They're fabricated, okay? They're not real. Like, usually I can feel if something is a hack. This isn't. I don't even know what the fuck this is, okay? Something about someone being sad, depressed. No, that's not real. That never happened that way. It's an alibi, and that's it. This is literally just an alibi to cover up a murder, okay? For these people. So, yeah. Tell me about this Queen of Cups in reverse, please. Strength, Empress, and the Hierophant. So whoever these people are, whatever they wrote in these messages, apparently for them, they thought it was a strength or something that was like in their favor, okay? That you might have issues with a family member or you have a bad relationship with a family member, like a mother figure, Empress, Queen of Cups in reverse. Maybe you consider this family member to be a bit emotionally imbalanced or a bit narcissistic. I don't know, okay? Death. So I don't know why, but apparently they brought this person into this murder plot, okay? Death. Why is this person here? Why'd they bring this person into the murder plot? Let me guess. Let me guess, because if they get rid of you and they get rid of the Queen of Cups in reverse, there's nothing in their way to the great fortune, right? In their mind, at least. Why is death here? Privileged lady in reverse. Journey. Something about going on a journey to your murder, okay? And somebody lying about a mature woman. Lying about a mature woman. What did they say? What did this mature man say about their wife, huh? What did this mature man say? Or what did the mature man tell people to say? Because this mature man wants someone's great fortune and their inheritance. What did this mature man tell his little minions to write in those messages to try and get rid of everyone so that their path is clear to an inheritance, to a house, to a property, to a fortune? In these messages. This is the puppet master. So whatever, I guess, is in those messages is probably going to be something to implicate, I don't know, family members as well, so that they think everybody is out of the way for them to steal the inheritance, right? That's what this is giving me. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Want a date. I like you. Romance is blooming. What does that mean? Healthy choices. Something about someone making healthy choices in love and in life. Somebody making healthy choices. Text, calls, emails about being depressed. What does that have to do with healthy choices, huh? Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's no illusion here. It could also just be, first of all, someone likes you, romance is blooming. Well, I don't know what I like you is, okay? But healthy choices. There's no illusion here. You make healthy choices in your life. You do. There's not going to be any illusion. You're not out here making bad choices or being depressed and thinking about making a bad choice or a permanent choice. You're making healthy choices. You're also not on drugs. You're not out here making bad choices with drugs. You're not doing this. It's not you. So there's no illusion here. Okay? What does that have to do with this mature man? It has to do with drugs. Well, either this is drugs, Nine of Cups, indulgence, or it's about you being happy. You're happy. You're happy. You're happy. You're happy. And I feel like you don't even have to say it. It can be seen. You are happy. You're fulfilled. You're not out here doing whatever these people are accusing you of doing or whatever they're making up and fabricating in these messages. It's not you. Okay? Yeah, Three of Cups. Now this whole group of people feels trapped and stuck. Now they feel trapped and stuck. I bet they feel trapped and stuck. Why? Or this is about how this whole group of people conspired to get this Queen of Cups in reverse or this mature woman imprisoned. Imprisoned. For what? I'd like to know. For what? For what? Because you know what I'm thinking here? I'm thinking, look, if mature man and mature woman are married, and this mature man is the one that wants to steal the fortune, steal the inheritance, they know that in the death of the mature woman, they do not inherit a single fucking thing. Because most likely 100%, the will or the prenup or the will or whatever it is set up in a way where the mature man gets nothing. It goes to the children automatically. In death, it goes to the children. The mature man doesn't get a single fucking thing from the inheritance. And this mature man knows that. There's a prenup, there's a will, there's documents. They don't have a single flying fucking chance of touching the inheritance in the case of the Queen of Cups death. So what is the plan maybe here? Maybe if they get the Queen of Cups imprisoned in jail, they can take control of the inheritance as the husband of the Queen of Cups, governing over the estate of the Queen of Cups while the Queen of Cups is in prison because she's married. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm assuming that whatever is in these messages is a plan from this mature man here to have the Queen of Cups or the mature woman imprisoned so that they can gain control over the estate, because in the case of death, it wouldn't matter. This is not someone that can murder the mature woman and get the inheritance, because there's a will, there's a prenup, there's legal documents that would they would be skipped. But imprisonment as a husband, confirmation, maybe that is a loophole where they would be able to take control of the estate, right? I don't know. A gift. It has to do with a gift. This has to do with a family room. This has to do with a family. And a gift to a family, or a gift, something that was given to a family member, or somebody that gave a family member a gift, okay? A child. Despair in reverse. Yeah, and if this mature man set up their own wife like this, they don't care. They have no feelings about it either. They have no remorse, nothing. This is what they were planning from the very beginning. This mature man was planning and plotting on setting up their wife to go to prison. That was the plan, because they want the inheritance. And I feel like they think that they can, here, Knight of Swords in reverse. Somebody lied purposely here, or tried to manipulate something. Yeah, now they're exposed. Five of Swords in reverse. Whatever this lie was. This is whatever the lie was. Ace of Swords in reverse, that's a lie. Somebody came in with lies, with slander, with manipulation on purpose, okay, in order to implicate and burden the mature woman. Implicate and burden the Empress. Yeah, that was the whole plan. That was the whole plan. The Tower and the Five of Wands. That was the whole plan. Whatever they wrote here about some sort of a fight, an argument, a conflict, okay, competition, all part of the plan to implicate and burden the mature woman, the Empress, the mother. That was planned. The lies were planned. They wanted their wife to be implicated. They wanted their wife to be imprisoned because they want the inheritance. And there's no other way they can get it besides wife being in prison, I'm pretty sure. High Priestess, exactly. Exactly. So whatever is in these messages, okay, just to sum it up, it's not hacked. These are not hacked messages. These are planned, fabricated, manipulated, catfish, fake messages in order to implicate the Empress, to make an Empress look guilty, I guess, in some sort of way, to get her to go to prison. Because they want the money. That's what it's about, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. Let's just see maybe if we can see who's involved in this, okay? A Cancer. Yeah, so somebody could be a Cancer. This has to do with a Scorpio and a Capricorn. A sister. Could have something to do with a Capricorn sister, Scorpio sister, Cancer. A father and a Libra. Okay, so this father could be a Libra, okay? The mature man could be a Libra. And someone's mother. Something to do with an Aquarius, maybe. And December. And April, okay? And then we have an Aries at the bottom. All right, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time.